I kind of want to like how we live our lives. There's a good and the evil. There's a right and a left. Now, I want to ask, do you think that the mirror that we use every day was meant to be just like how the true mirror was meant to be? Because there is a difference between the mirror you sell versus the mirror the major corporations are selling. It's like it's the complete opposite. So do you think that they were both meant to be, or
Well, you kind of have to, I mean, some people sort of indicated this is a tool for controlling us, the mirror. In a sense, I think it is, but it wasn't by a conspiracy. It just kind of happened. The
Mhm.
first cave person that looked into a still pond and recognized himself, um, it's always been reversed, And over the years, like the Egyptians would make polished metal mirrors, and they got better and better until they made glass mirrors, and then cheap glass mirrors. So it's only like 150 years of mirrors have been commonplace. But you know, um, so in 1887, someone patented the
Mhm.
non-reversing mirror. Oh, look at this! But they couldn't have made it. They didn't have the manufacturing to make that front surface um, cleanly. But it would just wipe right off. We make it now with vacuum deposit chambers and polymers and it's optically perfect and
Mhm.
and it's durable. So the the whole thing is like it didn't 100 years ago, whenever this guy invented it or patented it, um, we didn't even have words for things like personality, um, psychology, self-image, self-understanding. I mean, they didn't know any of this stuff. So even if he had seen it, this Catholic priest in London, it wouldn't have necessarily gone anywhere. Just like it's taking a long time for it to go anywhere in these modern times, um, because it's still such a new concept.
Hmm. Uh,
So I don't think it's a conspiracy that the corporations are making this because that's what is normal and that's what people want, and they just don't know they want the true mirror yet.
I don't.
And
I don't know, John. Man, I feel like there's enough information out there that can lead you to the true mirror, just like how I found out about it. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys know what the true mirror is, and they probably heard your testimonies on what their mirror does. And I don't know, man. It just seems like if they were to know about this, everybody should start making these mirrors. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, John.
it's
It's
I've been toiling in obscurity for 30 years.
bro. Um, you know, the whole true mirror thing, it really makes me think like because the mirrors we use flip everything and it literally flips like the core values of you. Like there's a left and a right to everything, there's a duality to everything. And what the normal mirror does, like it flips your right side and makes it your left and your left side your right. And that just made me think of how the concept of like right and wrong can be flipped. How there's probably somebody out there that's doing wrong, but it's right. And it's like everybody's concept of g- good and bad are completely different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what I would say to that is the right left switch is just causing misinformation, and at some level misinformation is kind of an evil thing.
Mm-hmm.
um for some people it just puts them in doubt. Other people, like if you're a psychopath or a sociopath, who knows what you're seeing in the mirror. Like I mean, not to be political, but if you look at Trump, like Trump actually wears his emotions on his face. Like he's as strange as he is, he's kind of an open book at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really interesting is take pictures of him and hold them in a mirror, right? So you actually see what he sees. And you can do this with any politician or any actor or anyone. You can say, well, let me peel under the covers a little bit to see who is the person that looks back at you from mirrors. Well, let me just gaze into those eyes this way. And what you'll see with him is um, kind of a deeper sorrow or anger or violence. I mean, whatever he's showing forwards, because it's not different. It's just deeper. You know what I mean? Um, it's kind of he's kind of a strange case. But like someone like George Bush, if you look at him backwards, that smirk that he kind of has all the time is gone in reverse. He looks believable, um, in reverse. Whereas someone like Bill Clinton looks more sinister backwards. It's just really interesting because you can kind of get a different take on a person when you realize that this is how they know themselves, you know.
That's
And
interesting.
snapshots are just snapshots. It's not a whole thing. So
Hmm.
it's just a slight illumination. But to your point, the whole idea is the mirror causing good and evil per se, or is I think it's from misinformation. It's leading people astray from their
Hmm.
natural being, which if you believe some people, we're all children of God, like we shouldn't have this horrible side to ourselves. Is the horrible side to ourselves actually being caused by the mirror is one of my possible premises
Yeah,
for
that's
some
what I was
people,
getting at. Hmm. That's what I was getting at. Like my next question, I was gonna say, do you think the normal mirror sends a message to the brain and almost tricks the brain to do everything the opposite way? Like left is right, right is left, right
No,
is wrong.
no,
You
no,
don't think
I
so?
don't. I think because first of all, because it's just an ingrained um, experience. It's just like since you're a baby, so there's no conscious or a significant you know swapping of anything. It's just that you're getting slightly altered information about yourself.
Hmm.
Again, the hair part is the most obvious example of doing something opposite, like you choose what you like in the mirror and you're actually showing the opposite to the world. But that's about it. I don't think there's anything particularly, um, again, because like right brain, left brain, both sides are fine. It's
Yeah,
just
that's true.
when they're out of balance that things get into trouble, I think, which is the whole hair part thing is either side is actually a handicap because you're emphasizing one side at the expense of the other, and then the
Yeah.
mirror is fooling you into thinking which side you're actually emphasizing. um, it's an interesting question. I don't really know fully the answer to that, but I don't think it's so black and white. It's just
Hmm.
altered. It's shifted, and your interactions are shifted from natural to more of a static or fake or lesser version. I mean, I think it just takes away our natural essence, and we're left with just our shell. And so that causes all sorts of problems,
Okay.
but not necessarily right left kind of way of looking at it. It's just shifted from real, is what I think is going on.
Okay. Here we go. I swear to God, we're wasting time. See, you give me faith that everything be fine, but I'm losing my mind. And you say smell the roses, what happens, we'll be fine. Okay, I just hate the fact that we all wait to see.